Hello, hello friends, and welcome. How we doing today? All right, so it's our Halloween vlog. So this is week 2 of Halloween, our haunted Halloween quilt along. I'm a little bit out of breath, guys. I was just moving around a lot, and I think the allergies are really starting to affect me a little bit too much right now. So bear with me. All right, so again, this is our first block that we did, and then we did our star ones. And I just want to show you what I did with our project bag that we made, as you can see here. So I can write on this, right? And then take it off later and then rename it something else. So I renamed it Halloween. Everything I need for my Halloween is in here. So, remember in week 1, we did 3 of our purple stars. Well, I did purple. I don't know what color you guys did. And then 2 of the black with the candy corn. I won't show you all of them, but here they all are. Okay. Aren't they so stinking cute? I love this pattern. Or that black. This one I'm loving. Okay, so we'll put those away, and then again, everything else that I need in here. So all my fabrics are in here. They're not pre-cut. Then I have the papers are in here, my background fabric. Okay, we're just gonna put that to the side because I already pre-cut. I pre-cut this morning the fabric that we're going to need for week 2. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I forgot one last step. That's why I needed to take these out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When I printed this out, I printed double-sided. Okay, so when we finished here, there was such a big gap here on the paper, I didn't even think to turn the paper over and finish assembling for week 1. So we're going to do that really quick, because all it is putting some sashing in the middle here of our stars. Okay, the first set we're going to do, and we're not going to put them together because they go in different spots on the quilt itself. So we're going to pick, and I have, here they are, the strips here that I need. So this is what it's going to look like. This is one row. Okay, that's one row. So we're going to sew that together with the sashing strips in between. And then this is the other row. Okay, so we're going to sew that together and then sew that together. And that will complete week 1. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, that was my mistake. So I'm going to do that really quickly, and then we can go ahead and move along to week 2. Week 2, there's only 1 block, but it's a larger block, and it's our kitty cat block that we're going to be doing. My hand is feeling a little bit better today. So I am moving a little quicker than I did in my other videos, which is nice. Okay. This one gets 2 sashings because it's going to be the beginning of a row. And this is going to go fairly quickly. Oh, and we already have our first issue with the machine. All right. We're going to rethread once again. Usually that's what that sound means. And what it did was, at the end here, for whatever reason, it cut. Here it is. You can't see it on screen, but it cut all this off. See, it kind of made it wonky. I don't know. So we're just going to go ahead and rethread. One day, guys, one day. I'll have a machine that's nice to me. I shouldn't talk too much, right? It's going to keep happening. I'm sorry. Just be thankful for the things we have, right? That's right. All right, much better. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add, whoops, our candy corn star. Add our second star to this. It doesn't matter which way it goes. That's your preference. And make sure that you do square off your star blocks, okay? You need to do that. Before you put these on. If not, it's not going to match up properly to what you need. And I did that off camera the other day. After we were finished, I knew I was going to forget to do it later on, so I did it off camera. Took me an extra like 5 minutes to do, but I felt like you didn't really need to see that part. It's the boring part. Okay, I'm putting our last star on this first strip, and then I'm going to do the second strip. Move that strip. Okay, so there's strip number 1. So cute, right? I'm gonna go ahead and iron it real quick. And there we go. Now it lays nice and flat. Okay, there's our first strip. All right, now this one gets to get put away in our bin. Okay, let's put our second strip on here. just one more star. And week 1 can be officially completed. And I did go ahead and make sure that I had everything for week 2's block, and to make sure that I knew the front and the back, everything, so we didn't have to do this again. And usually I don't print in double-sided, but I think my printer like has this I think the setting is automatic for my printer, so I do have to manually turn that off. See, so cute, right? So cute. Iron it out. And that's what she looks like. Okay, so that's what your strip is going to look like. All right, next. So now I'm going to put that in my bag before I forget. Put it with my other blocks. Okay, so now it's nice and organized in here. So when I go to do another week, I just grab my envelope. And the envelope goes behind me. You probably can't see it right now, but it goes behind me on the shelf. All right, so now let's start. So this paper, see, I thought it was done because there was this big old gap here. And instead of saying turn over, which, you know what, I'm gonna write on that now, in case I want to make this block again. And there you go. So that kind of threw me off. I thought that that's why I thought we were done. So moving on to week 2 of our Haunted Halloween Quilt Along block. Okay, this is the kitty cat block. Okay, we're only going to use two different fabrics today. Okay, which is our background fabric, which I'm using in white, and our kitty cat fabric, whatever fabric we decided we're going to use. So I'm going to use the black with the pumpkins. Okay, that's what I'm going to use. And it says the unfinished size should be 9.5 inch by 12.5 inch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and square that off to that amount. Okay, excuse me. Now it's 1/4 inch seams. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 1.5 by 4.5 inch strip of background fabric, and we're going to do the cat cat ear unit, the ears unit. All right, so it's going to be a sew and flip. So we're going to take 2 of our 1.5 inch blocks, and we're going to place them here. Remember, corner to corner and corner to corner. Okay, that's what we're going to do, and we're only making one of those. And then again, we're going to cut here and cut here, our triangles, and then flip them over. Okay, so here we go. Let's do that first. And let's do the second one. Same thing. Corner to corner. I almost did the wrong corner. Whew. It would look kind of silly if I did that. All right. Now let's go ahead and cut off our 1/4 inch. A triangle 1/4 inch away from our seam. Remember, measure here and cut. I'm going to keep these. Okay, not the thread. These little, I'm going to put them here because in this, I don't know if you can see, yep, in this little Ziploc bag, I put all the scraps that we've been using throughout all of our videos. All our quilt alongs that we have going on right now, our projects. So I put it all in one bag, and then eventually I'll do something with that. Once we're completely done with our projects, then I will make a block or 2 or 3. I don't know yet. Or if the pieces are big enough, maybe I'll use it in another quilt. All right, so there you go. There's your ear unit. Now press it open. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the iron very quickly. Iron's just behind me, so, and there we go. All right, so we're gonna put him aside. Excuse me. Okay, so now we flip it over. Yes, we have to flip it over. All right, so we're gonna work on the head unit now. All right, so before we put all that together, we need to sew, I think that's a 2.5 inch. Let's see. It says F and L. So go over here, find F. Okay, that's 2 over 1.5 inch squares. And L is our 1.5 by 2.5 rectangle. I think this one's gonna go fairly quickly, to be honest. There's a kink in this fabric here. Oh. All right, it was just fold, but I got it. All right, so we're gonna take, which one? Nope, not that one, the white. The background fabric, right? Hold on. I think I did that opposite. F. Nope, F is our 1.5 inch background fabric. I did this one right. Here we go. See, I almost messed up. I didn't look on the print itself. I just saw 1.5 inch and I grabbed the 1.5 inch pumpkin. That is not the one I need right now. I need the pumpkin in the 1.5 by 2.5 rectangle there. And the background fabric in 1.5 inch square. So what we're going to do here is we're going to sew them like this. Okay, so here, so here. Then we're going to use J. J is my 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangle, which is this one. Oh, there's a fold. Thought I ironed these before I swear I ironed these beforehand. Okay. And once the 1/4 inch seams go away, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, this is the right one. It is 4.5 by 2.5. J. Yeah, 2.5 by 4.5. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Then, oh, because here we go. That's better. And then we're gonna sew. So we're gonna sew this together. So this is gonna be a head unit. Okay. So let's go ahead and sew this together first, each side. Line it up. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of thread waste in this block. Unless you make more than one block for it, but like if you're working on simultaneously 2, make sure your square is nice and straight on your fabric. Take it to the machine. Excuse me. this up. We might have to trim this, not sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, nope. All right, so now we're going to sew all 3 of these pieces. So I'm gonna start with the top one and sew to the bottom. Now I'm doing this upside down, so I gotta make sure I do this properly. All right, so that's how I want my ears to go. No, my fabric is not directional. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, is it directional? Nope. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and sew along this edge, and it looks like I'm gonna trim off also. And that's okay. Let me do some trimming real quick. On this side. Literally a sliver. Fold it up, and your ears should be the points facing up like this. Okay, so far it looks like a little kitty cat head, right? Just like our cat quilt. Okay, now we're gonna sew this one to this one. I guess that's his little neck. Looks awfully skinny. That's okay. All right. No trimming necessary there because I already did my little sliver of trimming. I might have gone over a little bit. Open this up. Let me go iron that really quickly. All right, and that's what he looks like so far. All right, so we got, this is the head unit. We're gonna put that to the side for now and move on to the next one. All right, and it says it should measure about 4.5 by 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. We're good to go there. Now we're gonna take our eye, which is our 3.5 by 4.5. Okay, this piece here. And we're going to use background fabric of, now we're going to use the 1.5 inch squares for the background fabric. Okay, so we're going to only use 2 of these on here. So again, we're going to use these as sew and flips. Cut the triangles away. Okay, 1 on each end. So let me face it towards you. So now it's upside down to me. I'll fix that in a minute. So again, corner to corner, corner to corner. Flip them, cut them, then flip them. All right, so we're going to do that now, and we're only making 1 of those. I think everything we're going to be doing, we're going to be making just 1, because again, there's only 1 cat in our block, and it's a very large cat. So make sure your needle is in the fabric. And here we go. There's one side. And now the other. Again, corner to corner. Make sure it's nice and straight. Needles in. Make sure you have enough bobbin. So funny, last night I was watching a replay of a live, and it was Becca's live, but it was her replay. I love her dearly. She's my inspiration. But yeah, she ran out of bobbin. And she said the same thing. She goes, guys, don't forget. I'm telling you, we all do it. We all do it. Okay. So it was nice to see that she forgets too, since she is, you know, my inspiration. But yeah. Okay. So now we have a unit that looks like that. Okay, this is the rest of the body unit. All right. So it says it should measure about 3.5. And this is top body unit. 3.5 by 4.5. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3.5. So we're good to go there. So now we're going to take this unit and this unit, and we're going to sew them here. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to add sashing pieces to the side. All right, so let's do that first. We're going to sew here. Line up your fabrics, make sure they're nice and straight, and in the machine they go. Needle in, bobbin good. All right, open it up. I'm going to take this to the iron very quickly, but that's what it should look like now. Kitty cat's looking adorable. Adorbs, adorbs. Okay, so now we're going to take our 1.5 inch, sorry, wrong one, by 7.5 inch, and they're sashing pieces. So they're going to go right here and right there. Okay, sew these on. Nice and straight. Then place the other side on. I gotta face at me. I'm gonna do some trimming at the bottom, it looks like. Again, just a little sliver. And that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna cut this sliver off real quick. Literally, like, not even an eighth, I don't even think. Like, I don't even know if you can see that. Man, my throat. Just, very wet. Like, I constantly have to clear it. All right, so this should measure roughly about 6.5 by 7.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half. All right, we're gonna go ahead, press that out. All right, now look how cute. All right, now you can really see her against my mat. Sorry, I'm just fixing my hair. Okay, so now we're gonna put that to the side for a second because we're gonna use her in a minute. But before we do, we're going to take our 5.5 by 6.5 inch triangle, and we're going to use the other two 1.5 inch squares. I'm doing this upside down. I'll fix them later. And again, do a sew and flip. Oops, no. So go from this corner, this corner, this corner to this corner. Okay, we're going to sew that, cut it, flip it, press it. All right, let's do that quickly. Not quickly, but you know. Let's do that now. Needle in. Okay, there's one side. And again, I love that this is a non-directional fabric, so it doesn't matter where I place my squares. It just matters that they're next to each other on the 6.5 inch side, I should say. Because this unit is going to be to the bottom, for the bottom of our cat. That's why it had to be 6.5. All right. Okay. Whoops. That's my. Okay. I can't stand these little, I call them little flyaways. You know, like my little hairs on the side of my head. But it's the fabric fraying. But that's okay. It happens. All right. Because this is not a finished edge, so it's going to fray. All right, so now you have a unit like this. Okay, again, same unit, just a little bit bigger. Let me press it open. Oh, I just got a message. We have a flyer about a half hour. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, about, not now. It looks like it's about 45 minutes from here. Down the shore. Oh well, sorry. Okay, so now we're going to take these two units, our top kitty cat, this is our bottom of the kitty cat, and we're going to sew this together here. Okay, I'm going to flip it over, make sure my fabric is nice and straight. Okay, and we're going to sew along this line here. Okay, let's do that now. And we're going to flip him open. I kind of just got an idea for another quilt using this block. Just the block itself, not, you know, for any particular theme or anything like that, but just got an idea. All right, let's continue. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to work on our outer tail unit. Okay, so let me press that open and then put him to the side. I want him nice and flat. All right, I'll put her to the side for now. So she's back behind me. And, okay, so we're going to use E, which is white background fabric of 1.5 by 2.5. We have 2 of them. And letter M, which is our 2.5 inch squares. So we're making 2 of these. Yep, it says make 2. So this is what it's going to look like. Well, let me face it towards you. Okay, so we're going to sew here, and that's 2 units there. Okay, and then we go to page 3. Okay, so let's do that, and then we're going to put them to the side, because this is going to be part of our tail unit, but there's more pieces to the tail unit. I didn't like that sound. I don't see anything wrong. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to make a noise. No, you're still threaded all the way through. Okay, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out later. All right, let's do the second one. I am looking at 3 different, I think it's 3 different sewing machines right now. They're sewing and quilting machines. This is just a sewing machine, but I use it to do my quilting. All right, so those are those 2 pieces. We're going to put them to the side. Now we're going to use this one, and this one. So these are all our 1.5 by 6.5 inch strips, and we have 2 of the background and 1 of the cat fabric that we're using, which is our my pumpkin fabric. But so we're gonna sew these 3 pieces together. Press this open really quickly so I can go ahead and sew the other background fabric on to the other side. Remember, press it to the dark side. Okay. And now, I don't know why I just flipped that over. It's white. It's a solid color. I don't need to flip it. Anybody catch that? Probably not. Or maybe, who knows. All right. We're going to press that open very quickly for you so you can see what it looks like. And this one I'm not pressing to the dark side because of the way it wants me to do it the other way. Okay. So, let me grab my wool mat. I feel like you guys can see it better on my wool mat because it's lighter. All right, so we have our unit here. We're going to put it this way. This unit goes here. This unit faces the same way. And then our last piece goes this way. Okay, so all these 4 units I now have to sew together. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like I'm gonna have to cut, which is fine. All right, make sure it's nice and straight on here. All right, and now we're gonna sew on the edge. I'm going to sew one at a time just so I make sure that it doesn't get crooked on me or slanted or whatever. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut that little sliver off. Open that up, press it open, and then continue with my unit. Okay, now we have 2 of our units together. We are now going to sew this unit to this unit. And guys, I'm doing this upside down for you, so bear with me. And off to the sewing machine we go. So I was saying, I was looking at 3 different sewing machines, sorry. Brain fart. And they are, I'm looking at the Baby Lock machine. Come on. Yeah, it's a Baby Lock machine. A Juki, and what's the other one? Oh, Bernina, I think that's how you say it. So those are the ones that I'm looking at the moment. So if anyone has those, let me know how you guys feel about them and which models you have. Just let me know, okay? And if you don't, it's okay too. No big deal. But I just figured I'd ask in case anybody did have a Juki, a Baby Lock, or a Bernina. Those are the 3 that I'm looking at right now to buy. I found a couple different models in each that I like. So, they're just so pricey, so I have to wait a little while. And save up some money for it. First, obviously. This one I do not have to cut it. No trimming necessary on this one. Nice. And that seam came out perfectly. But yeah. I mean, they do have like payment plans and stuff like that, but I would rather just pay for it all at once in one shot, so I don't have to have a payment plan. All right, so this is what this unit would look like. So now we're going to take this unit and add it to our cat unit, and then our block is complete. And we're going to add him over here because our tail is coming out. See how cute he's going to look now? I'm going to do some trimming up here. I didn't trim up here yet because I wasn't sure how far I need to trim. But I don't know if I should trim. I don't think I'm going to trim up here. I'll probably trim down below. So, let's see here. So we're going to take this unit now and go ahead and sew on this side. And that'll complete our block. I'll double check, but I believe that completes our block. And I am going on the slow side of things, putting this block together just so, for tutorial purposes, right? So I think my block's going to be a little smaller than necessary, but that's okay. By maybe 1/4 inch. No big deal. Okay, open her up. That's what she looks like. Let's flatten this baby out. Now you can see what she's going to look like. Can't even fit her on here. She's so big. All right. There is our cat quilt. Now let's double check. Look, there's a big old opening here, right? Let me make sure. Nope. that is the end of week 2 for this quilt. So there is nothing else to do for this block. Look how precious this kitty cat is. So I think I'm going to do something else with this block. Not in a Halloween one, just like, you know, regular kitty cat one. I love kitty cats. Can you tell? I love puppy dogs too. So we will be doing a puppy dog excuse me, quilt in August as well. All right. So that's it for this one. All right, guys. Let me see. Oh, let's see how big. It's supposed to be 9.5 by 12.5. Let's see if we did it. Can't see if I'm at the end or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12.25. So I did take off 1/4 inch, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So we're good there. All right, so I'm just 1/4 inch smaller. Not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm going to put her away now inside my project bag. And off we go. All right, guys. See you later. See you in the next video. Bye now.